Hello and welcome, I'm Ankit Tuteja and you are watching Tech It Out. This week, we tell you about a new scam that is targeting people on WhatsApp. Find out about the drone training program that is empowering rural women in India. And we show you how robots and humans can peacefully coexist. Let's get started. On Tech It Out, we keep warning you about online scams and other cybercrimes that can rob you of your hard-earned money. In this story, we tell you about a new WhatsApp scam that is trying to dupe people. We get you more details about the fraud in this report.
A new scam is targeting WhatsApp users. If you receive a WhatsApp message asking you to invest in a venture with promises of quick and easy returns, beware, it could be a scam. It's referred to as the WhatsApp investment scam. Let's first understand how this scam takes place. Scammers pose as acquaintances or financial advisors and approach you on WhatsApp. They share with you fake investment opportunities with unbelievably high returns. These bad actors create a sense of urgency and even pressurize you to invest quickly. Basically, criminals exploit your trust and greed for easy money. Once they have gained your trust, they ask you to transfer money. Victims are pushed to send money through unconventional payment options. This helps avoid detection. Also, victims are tricked into sharing sensitive financial information like credit card details or banking passwords. A 43-year-old man from the Indian state of Hyderabad recently lost around $107,000 in the WhatsApp investment scam. He received a message on WhatsApp. What was on offer? Lucrative returns on online stock trading and initial public offerings. The man fell for the bogus message and lost thousands of dollars. So, if you come across any such message on WhatsApp, our advice is ignore it.
Here is what you should do to protect yourself from such scams. Firstly, be wary of unsolicited investment offers and unrealistic returns, especially if you receive them from strangers on WhatsApp. Secondly, in such scams, cyber criminals often pressurize you to make a quick decision. It's a red flag. Take your time and do your research. Thirdly, never use unconventional payment methods to transfer money. Stick to your usual modes of payment like cards or bank transfer. Fourthly, never share confidential information like bank details with anyone. Last but not least, report suspicious individuals to the local police authorities. It has been observed that in India, rural women often face limited work opportunities and financial constraints. But this new initiative introduced by the Indian government could turn things around. I'm talking about the Drone Didi scheme. It presents a great opportunity for rural women to acquire new skills, break barriers, and achieve financial independence. There is more.
Drones are fueling the dreams of rural women in India. Look at them. These women from different towns and villages are undergoing training to become drone pilots. The training is happening under a program launched by the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Called Namo Drone Didi Yojana or Prime Minister's Drone Didi scheme, the initiative is broadly aimed at empowering rural women in India and revolutionizing agricultural practices. The Indian Prime Minister recently participated in the Sashakt Nari Viksit Bharat program and witnessed agricultural drone demonstrations conducted by drone Didis at the Indian Agricultural Research Institute in New Delhi. Women from 10 different locations across the country participated in the drone demonstration program. During the program, the Prime Minister handed over drones to 1,000 women.
भारत की कृषि को नई दिशा देने वाली ड्रोन टेक्नोलॉजी की पहली पायलट ये मेरी बेटियां हैं, मेरी बहनें। हमारी बहनें देश को सिखाएगी कि ड्रोन से आधुनिक खेती कैसे होती है। ड्रोन पायलट नमो ड्रोन दीदियों का कौशल अभी मैं मैदान में जाकर के देख के आया। जिसको साइकिल चलाना भी नहीं आता है उसको गांव वाले पायलट कह करके बुलाते हैं।
WION meets a bunch of such women during a training period. These women are being trained by the Indian Farmers Fertilizer Cooperative Limited, the largest manufacturer of chemical fertilizers in the country, in collaboration with Gurugram-based Drone Destination, a DGCA-authorized remote pilot training organization.
और यहाँ बिलासपुर में आए और यहाँ पर हमें टीचर के द्वारा पढ़ाया गया और समझाया गया, ऑफलाइन भी ऑनलाइन भी, और हमें टेस्ट क्लियर किया। फिर हमें कंप्यूटर पर एंगल बनाना सिखाया गया और फिर हमें गोल दायरे के रूप में भी सिखाया गया, और हमें आज जो सिखाया है उतना हम प्रैक्टिकल करके दिखा भी सकते हैं।
Their selection process is based on interviews in which they are tested for basic knowledge regarding farming.
So the job of selecting these women essentially comes through these government schemes, and once they identify these women, they send these nominations to us. We're then given a list, of course, and at different locations of ours, these women come and train. They stay with us for 15 days, which is a composition of the certified training and then also the product training, including the agriculture drone.
The Drone Didi scheme aims to modernize agricultural practices and improve productivity by placing new age technology in the hands of rural women. Once trained, they'll be able to operate high-tech drones to spray fertilizers and pesticides in agricultural fields. Apart from empowering women in rural areas, this initiative is also helping reduce labor costs and save time and water.
जो गांव में हम स्प्रे करवाते हैं तो एक किसान से हजार रुपये लिए जाता है, और अगर हमारी ड्रोन मिल जाएगा और हमारी दीदियों को सबको फायदा होगा और हमारे बच्चों को भी आगे कुछ सीखने को मिलेगा।
Agricultural drones don't just offer a cost and time-efficient alternative to the manual spraying of chemicals. They also provide insights into crop health, soil conditions, and pest infestations. By harnessing the power of drones, these women can monitor crops with unprecedented precision, detect crop diseases early, and optimize irrigation practices. These skills will help them spearhead the new agricultural revolution. As drone pilots, these women are also breaking barriers and challenging stereotypes.
जैसे बोलते हैं कि ड्रोन तो जेंट्स ही चला सकता है, हम लेडीजें नहीं चला सकती हैं। तो फिर हमने घर वालों से बात की, फिर हमें सोचा कि मतलब चलो कुछ मौका मिल रहा है आगे से, हमारे पास कॉल आया है तो कुछ करने का अच्छा तरीका है। तो फिर हम घर वालों से बात करके यहाँ पे हम 25 तारीख को आ गए थे। फिर हमारी ऑनलाइन क्लास हुई, ऑफलाइन क्लासेस हुई हैं, फिर हमारे टेस्ट भी हुए हैं। फिर हमने देखा कि मतलब ड्रोन है कि जो जेंट्स कर सकता है वो लेडीज़ नहीं कर सकती है। अब हमें मौका मिला लाइफ में कुछ आगे करने का, जेंट्स को दिखाने की मतलब लेडीज़ भी कुछ कर सकती है।
Their interest in learning drone technology is promising transformative results.
घर में हम रहते थे तो बस खाना बनाना है, खाना बच्चों को स्कूल पहुंचाना है, लेकिन हम लोग यहाँ आए हैं मैम तो हमको ऑनलाइन क्लासें मिली, ऑफलाइन क्लासें मिली। ऐसे कंधों में रख के स्प्रे किया जाता था, लेकिन अब महिलाओं के माध्यम से स्प्रे किया जाएगा ड्रोन के माध्यम से, तो कम समय में भी अधिक काम हो सकेगा।
Through comprehensive training programs, these women are mastering the intricacies of drone operation. They can not just fly, but repair them as well. We think it's a great way of harnessing technological innovation to empower rural women.
If you are one of those who pick Airbnb over hotels, this story is for you. Because what we are going to tell you now is very important. Watch this story for more details.
Many tourists prefer an Airbnb accommodation when they travel. Why? Because of its low cost, convenient location, and household amenities. Airbnb is seen as a direct competitor to hotels. Although popular, privacy has always been a major concern for travelers staying at an Airbnb property. Why? because the home rental platform allows indoor security cameras in common areas, such as hallways and living rooms. But over the last few years, many people have found hidden cameras in private spaces, such as bedrooms and bathrooms. Guests have been recorded without their consent. It's considered unethical and often illegal. It has raised questions about the safety of staying in such rental spaces. But Airbnb is now addressing those concerns. The company is going to ban the use of indoor security cameras in listings on its site around the world. The policy change will take effect from April 30. Under the new policy, hosts will still be allowed to use doorbell cameras and noise decibel monitors, which are only allowed in common spaces, as long as the location and presence of the devices are disclosed. The policy change is aimed at prioritizing guests' privacy. Airbnb expects the policy update to impact a small number of hosts because the majority of its listings do not report having indoor security cameras.
We keep bringing you updates from the world of robotics. It's time to look at an emerging category of robots that has gained significant momentum over the last few years. Take a look.
What you see on your screen are cobots, collaborative robots that are designed to work alongside humans. Many such cobots were on display at the recently concluded robot fair R24 that took place in the Danish city of Odense. You should know that Odense is now considered one of Europe's main robotics hubs with more than 160 companies. But here is an important question. What can these cobots do? They lift, they screw, and they could be headed to a workplace near you. For instance, Impact Robotics has built an interface that is used to connect an array of pneumatic grippers to robotic arms.
Traditionally, this is all built into the system. So you have somebody sitting and designing their own grippers, having multiple cables going along the arm and so on. It takes a lot of time. Here, you connect this to the end of the arm of the robot. You connect two grippers, 10 minutes, you can have it up and running.
WION-based FarmDroid has created this hulking solar-powered field robot that seeds and weeds. It uses GPS to mark the position of each plant during seeding, meaning it can then perform row-by-row weeding.
The robot is the only robot in the world that can do both seeding and weeding. So basically what we start doing is setting up a field with the robot, and the robot calculates a grid of where to put each single seed, and then it will follow its path and seed everything. When we finish the seeding, we will mechanically shift the tools, and then it will do the mechanical weeding.
On a smaller scale, Aarhus-based Heiberg has created this autonomous robot weeder, which uses a burst of warm water to give weeds a thermal shock.
So it's a very boring task, right? And also, if people like use pesticides today, it's not good for the environmental. And the weed burner is not good because it's using gas. We are using like hot water, so it's very, very friendly.
It's designed for cemeteries, parks, and stadiums, freeing up time for the workers to do harder tasks ill-suited to automation. There is more. O Robotics has created this autonomous mobile robot sweeper to keep streets clean. It travels about 4 kilometers per hour. Its makers say it could cover around 30,000 square meters per day.
One of the advantages of street sweeping is that it could actually be done during the nighttime or during the time where there's not so much pedestrians or public around it.
Cobots can perform dangerous and repetitive tasks that can otherwise be unsafe or difficult for human workers. These collaborative robots have the potential to increase accuracy and consistency by automating certain processes.
India is emerging as a global semiconductor manufacturing hub. AI bots like ChatGPT have higher energy demands than many countries. The week gone by was buzzing with a lot of exciting tech developments, and we bring you the most interesting ones in a tech wrap.
सेमीकंडक्टर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग से जुड़े करीब 1.25 लाख करोड़ रुपए के 3 बड़े प्रोजेक्ट्स का शिलान्यास हुआ है।
Recently, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi participated in India's Tech-Aid Chips for Viksit Bharat program. He laid the foundation stone for 3 semiconductor projects worth about 1.25 lakh crore Indian rupees. The 3 semiconductor units will be established at the Dholera in Gujarat, Moregaon in Assam, and Sanand in Gujarat. These facilities will help strengthen India's semiconductor ecosystem. Artificial intelligence eats up a lot of electricity. The power-hungry AI tools like ChatGPT have raised concerns about their energy demands. According to a new report, ChatGPT uses 17,000 times more electricity than an average US household in a day. Understand that an average US household uses around 29 kilowatt hours daily. And ChatGPT, on the other hand, is using more than 500,000 kilowatt hours of electricity. But why does ChatGPT require this much electricity? To respond to 200 million requests a day. Now imagine this. If Alphabet were to integrate AI into every Google search, it could lead to an annual electricity consumption of 29 billion kilowatt hours. That's more than the yearly energy consumption of countries like Kenya, Guatemala, and Croatia. The environmental impact of the AI revolution is coming into focus. Therefore, along with innovative AI tools, we need ideas to make generative AI greener. Care home resident Catherine Fee lives with dementia in Sydney. She enjoys chatting with staff and other residents. And now she has a new companion, Viv. Her main role is to give comfort and companionship to people living with dementia.
Living with dementia has its challenges, but I try to make the most of each day. Some days I feel a bit forgetful and get lost in my thoughts, but other times I feel a sense of clarity and connection. It's a journey, you know.
This programming can also be tailored to meet the specific needs or interests of a person. It can also help soothe the patient who is becoming restless or is feeling depressed. The researchers wanted to make the AI character as relatable as possible to its users.
It's been an absolute pleasure chatting with you. I'm so glad we had this opportunity to connect. Remember, I'm always here if you need someone to talk to.
Google is restricting AI chatbot Gemini from answering questions about the global elections set to happen this year. The company has taken this decision to avoid potential missteps in the deployment of the technology. When asked about the election, such as the upcoming US presidential matchup between Joe Biden and Donald Trump, this is how Gemini responded. I'm still learning how to answer this question. In the meantime, try Google search. The update comes at a time when advancements in generative AI include image and video generation, which have fanned concerns of misinformation and fake news among the public.
Well, that's all we have for you in this episode of Tech It Out. We will continue to bring you exciting inventions and updates on the latest gadgets. I will be back soon. Until then, keep watching WION World is One. And yes, don't forget to follow us on social media. For now, it's me, Ankit Tuteja, signing off.